police pursuit led to an officer-involved shooting this afternoon. I'll tell you if anyone got hurt.
Deadly Hantavirus aboard a cruise ship making headlines. I'm working for you on what San Diegans need to know tonight.
Fallen law enforcement officers in San Diego County honored today outside the county admin building.
The path from student to actual doctor. We'll show you Kaiser Permanente's
Party Circle!
San Diego County Sheriff's deputies are taking over an investigation into a car chase that involved a San Diego police officer shooting at the fleeing driver. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. No one was hurt, but the chase lasted for more than an hour and took officers through several cities. News 8's Alex Cheney joins us live from Fairbanks Ranch tonight, where the driver stopped briefly before the chase continued again. Alex?
Yeah, Marcella, that's exactly right. This was a lengthy car chase pursuit that happened earlier this afternoon. I am standing just near the middle portion of this pursuit where that officer-involved shooting actually happened. No one was hurt, but this was certainly a very interesting case that played out earlier today. Let's go to some video now. This is coming to you from Chopper 8. This is actually where that pursuit ended in the Carmel Mountain Ranch area in Poway. Now, the San Diego Sheriff's Office told us today the driver of the silver Lexus is a woman, but would not give us any more details. The story starts around 11 a.m. this morning when the San Diego Police Department located a stolen vehicle and attempted to make a traffic stop near Tecolote Road. The vehicle then fled. Driver led police from the 5 to the 52 to the 805, then eventually onto surface streets. Officers terminated the pursuit out of safety for the public, but police helicopters kept an eye on the vehicle. Police attempted to make a second stop of the vehicle in this neighborhood in Fairbanks Ranch. Police laid down spike strips, which the vehicle avoided, and then accelerated towards officers as it tried to flee. That's when one officer on foot shot one round, which hit the car's windshield. As the vehicle fled, it eventually stopped in Carmel Mountain Ranch. A sheriff's lieutenant explained why the only shot was fired.
They were in an embankment. They had placed a tire deflation device on the road to try to stop the vehicle safely. And the vehicle avoided the spike strips and accelerated at a high rate of speed towards the officer, who, fearing for his safety, shot one round at the windshield.
The driver, the suspect, is now facing charges of assault with a deadly weapon, several driving violations because of the pursuit, and also possession of a stolen vehicle. A very long, lengthy pursuit today, but fortunately, no one was injured. Reporting live, I'm Alex Cheney. Back over to you.
And that's the good news. Thanks so much, Alex. The San Diego Community College District is dealing with a massive cyber attack.
The chancellor tells News 8 it's the largest breach the district has ever experienced. Its entire network was compromised, impacting City, Mesa, and Miramar, as well as the College of Continuing Education. The breach was first noticed last Saturday. The district has since been completely offline, including Wi-Fi, websites, and file servers. And students we heard from say it is impacting their classes.
Hard because we're ending the semester, we have a lot going on, so we're working on our discussion and we don't have internet access.
Internet hotspots have been brought in to support key buildings like the library. The chancellor says no personal information was stolen, and he hopes to have campuses back up and running by Friday.
The sheriff's deputies need your help identifying this man, who they're calling a person of interest in the sexual battery of a 10-year-old girl in Poway. The battery happened Saturday night on Midland Road near Poway Road in a busy shopping area. Detectives say the man approached the girl as she was watching and touched her sexually. A teenage friend of the girl screamed for him to stop, and he left the area on that electric scooter you saw. Deputies released surveillance photos last night, and tonight parents in the area are on high alert.
Be very aware of your surroundings, and luckily this little girl had a friend with her who screamed, but who knows what could have happened if that wasn't the case.
The man is described as Hispanic, 30 to 40 years old, medium build, about 5'10", black shaved hair with a receding hairline, unshaven with a large nose, bushy eyebrows, and acne scars. A lot of detail, and these images are pretty clear, so if you think you recognize him or see him, you are asked to call the sheriff's office or Crime Stoppers.
A deadly virus making international headlines is now raising questions closer to home. 3 people are reported dead after a hantavirus outbreak linked to a cruise ship. And while cases are rare, the disease is known to show up here in California.
Tonight, we are working to answer your questions on whether you should be concerned. News 8's Brian White is working for you, digging into local case numbers and how county leaders track the virus in rodents.
Yeah, those headlines are alarming. It's drawing new attention to this virus that health officials here in San Diego monitor closely. So let's get into how it spreads, who's most at risk, and what current data shows in our area. Hantavirus is rare, but doctors say it can turn deadly.
Hantavirus can be incredibly serious.
I reached out to Dr. Ahmed Salem, a pulmonary critical care doctor at Sharp Memorial, who's treated hantavirus patients before. He says, unlike COVID or the flu, this virus is not easily spread person to person.
Usually it's transmitted through rodents, so usually it's not human-to-human transmission.
Instead, people are infected by breathing in particles from rodent droppings, often in enclosed spaces like cabins, sheds, or garages.
Once you're infected with hantavirus, it can actually lead to severe and deadly disease. It can cause things like cardiogenic shock and ARDS.
Early symptoms can look like other illnesses, cough, fever, fatigue, but doctors warn some patients can decline quickly.
The thing with hantavirus, the ones who are sick will rapidly decompensate.
He says there's no specific cure, only supportive care, and in severe cases, the virus can be deadly. I checked in with San Diego County Public Health. The last detected case was in 2019, and only 4 cases have been reported in the past 2 decades, just 1 locally acquired, but the virus is still being tracked in the environment. The county's vector control program routinely tests wild rodents. I checked, and so far this year, 6 rodents, mostly mice, have tested positive. That's down from 16 last year and 25 the year before. Experts say the main carriers here are deer mice found mostly in rural, mountain, and desert areas, not the common house mice found in urban homes. Health officials say simple precautions can lower your risk, like avoiding contact with rodents, airing out enclosed spaces, and using safe cleaning methods. Again, health experts stress the risk to the general public is low. Working for you, Brian White, News 8.
Thank you, Brian. And remember, if there's something you'd like us to look into, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com. You can also stream our Working For You special for free on our CBS 8 app, showcasing our efforts to get answers to your questions.
A federal judge today indicated he will likely grant a request from county leaders to conduct a health and safety inspection of the Otay Mesa detention facility. The county sued Homeland Security and Core Civic, that's the organization that operates the detention facility, after inspectors were not allowed inside back in February. The county's chief medical officer was briefly allowed in, but was not allowed to speak with detainees.
He is responsible for the safety and the health of anyone who is within his jurisdiction, which include those detained in the facility.
Another update is expected later this month, with a new deadline set for May 27th. And the judge said the 2 sides need to work out details first, like who can go in and whether detainees can be interviewed. Meanwhile, News 8's Tori Apodaca talked to a woman who was held at that Otay Mesa detention facility. This is what she tells us about the conditions inside.
Was a couple times where I physically could not chew the food or get it down because it kind of just makes you gag. The one that sticks out most to me is that we got a meatball one day. I bit into it and it was completely pink inside. It just feels really dehumanizing to do all of that and try to do things right and be like an outstanding citizen and still get arrested and put in this jumpsuit and treated like I'm a criminal, even though they're saying themselves that they know that I'm not.
And you can find more of that interview and other of our latest interviews across San Diego on our CBS 8 app. You can download on your TV and phone and stream for free.
New numbers from ICE show more than 16,000 people were removed from the San Diego area from January of last year through early last month. That's according to a letter sent to local members of Congress. Most of those removed were from Mexico, followed by Guatemala and Venezuela. The report leaves out key details like whether those individuals had criminal records or if warrants were used. Several San Diego representatives say that lack of transparency is concerning, and they are pushing for more answers about who is being targeted and why. San Diego County public safety officials gathered to honor La Mesa police officer Laura Craven, who died in the line of duty last year.
News 8's Steffi Roche joins us now live. Steffi, what was today all about?
Right. Well, today, Officer Laura Craven's name was added here to this memorial wall here behind me. And it was a somber ceremony, all aimed at honoring all county law enforcement who have died in the line of duty. And of course, to honor the late officer Lauren Craven. Craven was killed in the line of duty in October of last year. She was fatally hit by a suspected DUI driver while assisting at the scene of a vehicle collision on I-8. We spoke with a lieutenant from La Mesa PD about the importance of honoring her and other fallen officers.
It's very emotional. Losing Lauren was something that was very emotional for us. We loved her as a person, and we loved her as a colleague, and it's a very difficult time. But having her name added to the memorial, it just is a way of letting her light shine forward and for everybody to remember the ultimate sacrifice that she made.
And you can take a look here behind me. Her name, Lauren Craven, was added to the fallen officers memorial wall here behind me. We're right next to the county administration building. This is where it's at. But for now, reporting live in downtown San Diego, I'm Steffi Roche, News 8.
Thanks, Steffi. There is a new state effort to honor the culture of lowriders.
Those details are still ahead. Plus, what we're learning about search warrants served in connection with the 1996 disappearance of Kristen Smart.
And a debate over whether these delivery robots are innovative or an interruption.
Our daytime highs for today were still in that near to even below seasonal range for some areas like the desert, as we had 80s for today. But now that air mass is going to modify itself. Over the next few days, a warm up is in store and takes us into the start of next week. All those details are coming up.